Hi, I'm Shane with etrailer.com. Today I'm going to be going over the best flat tow setup for your 2011 Jeep Wrangler. Flat towing your vehicle behind your motorhome is going to make life a lot easier for you when you get to your campsite, because you can leave your motorhome set up, because you're going to have another vehicle to get you out and about. There's going to be 5 main components required for flat towing any vehicle. There's going to be a 6th and 7th component that I'm going to recommend. Let's go over those components now. Our first component is going to be our base plate. It's going to connect to the chassis of the vehicle to give us a solid connection point or solid mounting location for our tow bar. Our tow bar is going to give us a solid connection point between the base plate on our towed vehicle and our motorhome. Our safety cables are going to give us a secondary safety device in case our tow bar fails. Our wiring is going to allow our towed vehicle to receive light functions from our motorhome so that we're safe and legal when we're towing our vehicle. Our braking system is going to allow the vehicle to not only slow but stop itself, so we're not relying on the brakes on the RV to slow and stop both. And my recommendations for the best flat tow setup on the Jeep Wrangler: Roadmaster's crossbar style base plate. It's going to work great. It's going to stay looking nice for flat towing the Jeep. Roadmaster's Falcon all-terrain non-binding tow bar. Again, 6,000 pound tow capacity. It's going to be more than enough to tow your Jeep and get you where you need to go. It's going to have channels, allows you to run your safety cables and your wiring through those channels to help keep them off the ground. Keep in mind, safety cables and wiring do not come with this tow bar. If you're looking for more of an all-in-one package, I'm going to recommend Roadmaster's Nighthawk all-terrain. It's going to come with the safety cables, it's going to come with the wiring pre-installed on the tow bar, and it's going to have LED light in each arm that allows not only you but other travelers to see where your tow bar is. As far as the braking system, I'm going to recommend the Stay and Play Duo if your RV has air brakes. Once it's installed, it's going to be a more permanent installation. It's going to be virtually unnoticeable. It's going to be very easy to use. You simply have a switch that you turn on when you're towing the vehicle. You flip it off when you're not towing. Diode wiring kit. Roadmaster's diode wiring kit. Once it's installed, you're not going to know it's there. Very easy to use. You simply plug your umbilical cord into the 6-pole plug on the front of the vehicle, and it allows the lights to receive functions from the motorhome. Picking the braking system is really going to depend on the RV that you have. If you have an RV with air brakes, I'm going to recommend the Air Force One. If you have an RV with hydraulic brakes, I'm going to recommend the Stay and Play Duo. Braking system is going to be required by law in any vehicle that's being flat towed. Our 6th component is going to be a battery disconnect. Now, your vehicle may or may not require the battery to be disconnected when flat towing. If it does, I'm going to recommend the battery disconnect. Here's why. If the battery has to be disconnected and you're flat towing your vehicle, if you don't have the battery disconnect, you're going to have to get out and you're going to have to disconnect the positive cable and hook it back up each time you're flat towing, and again when you're ready to drive the vehicle. Adding the battery disconnect is going to allow you to do that much easier, because you're going to have a button that mounts inside. All you do is push that button and it disconnects the power to the battery. 7th component is going to be a battery charge line. It's going to allow your battery to trickle charge while you're towing your vehicle behind your motorhome. You don't want to get 8 hours down the road, go to get in your vehicle and start it, and find out that your battery's dead. The reason I recommend the battery charge line is because the braking system needs power to operate and is hooked up directly to the battery. One thing to keep in mind, when setting up your flat tow, you want to make sure that your tow bar is going to be flat as possible. This vehicle, we have 255/70/17s. From the ground to the center of where our tow bar hooks up is going to be 18.5 inches. What you're going to need to do is go out to your motorhome. You're going to measure from the ground to the center of your hitch. If that number is within 3 inches, you're good to go. If it's over 3 inches or under 3 inches, it's going to require a high-low adapter. You can find those here at etrailer.com. And that's going to do it for the best flat tow setup on your Jeep Wrangler.